1, 2. Let me turn this down. I'm trying to get my levels right. My son put me down with this. Listening to Volothan modulus tautology. I don't know if that's low enough or not. We'll figure it out. It's the first time doing it this way. Let me check on this thing. So, sorry for the delay. This is the first time doing it this way. My son said, "Yo, you upload the loop to the StreamYard. Then that way you can have it running in the background." Like my son teaching me, I ain't got time to be figuring all this stuff out. Like I just give him the program and then he just go to work. Next thing you know, he's showing me how to flip between different backgrounds and all this other fly stuff. Like when you learn how to program, son, you know what I mean? Like this is second nature to him. Give him an operating system, give him time, they take over the world. That's how these children are. That's how they function, right? I haven't used Windows in a minute, so it took me a second to figure out how to do this because now, you know, Windows, they only want certain sound wave files and you know, AIFF don't work with Wave and MP3 and all this other craziness, you know. So but that's the technology war that's going on. So give me 2 more seconds to figure this out, right? See how it sounds. Give me 2 more seconds to figure this out, right? All right, y'all heard that, right? Sounds good on Facebook. I'll check YouTube later. That is, you know, see what number I got it on. 35. So I'll leave it on 35. This is Volothan modulus tautology. Yeah, this is normally the. Let me show you the different symbols, right? Edit the avatar, right? There it is, right there. I can throw it there. No, this is normally the Daddy Volo Chronicles. There's another way, man. Let me see my brand. I can do brands over here too. Let's see here. Right? No, that's not how I do it. It's not on there. I guess not. That's different. Oh, logo. You know, this is a real simple program. I see where the other ones can be. You know, there it is right there in the upper right hand corner. You know, so I wonder if I can move that around though. I got to figure that out. But yeah, this is Volothan Daddy Volo Chronicles. The preteen ain't with me, so that's when I switch over from Daddy Volo Chronicles to the Hip Hop Acolytes epistemology. All right. Now, what is the hip hop acolytes? Who are the hip hop acolytes? I've been calling myself that, or referencing acolytes as a Jedi kind of organization, right? Since for years, and like my whole time being on Facebook, to be honest. It started with me naming of my fantasy football team back in 2010, because 2007 we was originally the 7 I forget what we call. We were the 7 god or 7 deities or something like that, because you chose 7 players, but they switched it up. That's when I became the Hip Hop Acolytes, maybe 4 or 5 years later, and I've been the Hip Hop Acolytes ever since, playing fantasy football. But I also was using it as my template for bringing hip hop culture to the youth. So it was always been a movement similar to the Jedi versus the Sith Lords, but we were different. We weren't Jedi. We weren't these fake rappers pretending to be the holiest of holy people like the Jedi be claiming to be, and nor was we the evil Sith Lords that mostly, well, these Democrats is actually the ones that's been acting real Sith Lordish, if you really want to know the truth, right? So you got the righteous or the right claiming to be the white holy ones and white Jesus and all that nonsense, right? And then on the left, that's what we originally was. But then you see that they more corrupt than the Jedi, right? They're the actual Sith Lords that Malcolm X warned us about. That's what we talking about. So we became the hip hop acolytes. Why I started pushing the hip hop acolyte, because yes, that was the next step or evolution in understanding the Jedi versus the Sith. The acolytes were supposed to be, quote unquote, the gray Jedi. Those in the middle that's like, I'm not good or evil. We over here, we walking the path. Like we the Islamic Christians of the whole thing. Right? We taking both studies and mixing it together and coming up with a whole new flavor. Right? So and most what do they call it? Jedi geeks or whatever, most Star Wars nerds or whatever, right? Our philosophers like that, so they understand what I'm talking about. That's why when this whole acolytes thing came out, and then you're dealing with 3 witches, and then they going to have their own immaculate conception and have 2 twins, right? I mean, and you don't get more hypocritical than that. Like, that was one of the things we frowned upon when talking about Darth Vader, right? When Lucas first revealed that Darth Vader, didn't have a father, like we got it. It was funny, you know what I mean? Because any true Star Wars fan knows that whoever it was a Sith Lord. Right, whoever his daddy was actually a Sith Lord. So he seduced her with the with the Force, and then that's how he became about, right? So that's why we knew that was what the case was. You know what I mean? Those that are really into the lore of it, right? And then and just the taboo aspect of, they using mind tricks to do what they wanted, the RAPE word, right? So that's where we now we see this emergence of simps doing the same thing, right? Acting like they pimps, but they really simps, and they mostly Democrats, right? Or their philosophy is democratic, that they want to claim is democratic, but they so anti-black nation that they're actually our enemies. That's what we talking about. That's when they start talking that anti-racism. Is that they're the anti-black racists that's holding us back. They're the ones that's going, we need to segregate, and then but continue practicing segregation, right? Like what? Right? Instead of black men being, if a black man is the leader of whatever organization, group, or he's given that responsibility, let that man lead, right? But that's not what these 3 witches are doing, right? Now we're the leaders. We're the ones going to destroy the white Jedi, right? And hence, that's why we look at that show and look at it and say that's trash. You know what I mean? But that's me jumping from the door on y'all. But what I'm actually doing, I'm playing Animal Crossing. You know what I'm saying? I got the beat rocking in the background. The fan is probably on. You might get hit, fan. Right, until y'all share, subscribe, donate $1. $ Volofan. It's not hard. Just $1. That's all you have to say. That'll help me save up and buy a nice little microphone so that it doesn't sound as airy and my voice. I also need a new laptop and a new computer, but I'm building those from scratch. And I'm teaching my son how to build computers using hardware. Now, if you want me to help your child, if they 13, just like my son, I don't have a problem. Come on, both of y'all, come on over. We're gonna have a computer workshop. We're gonna learn how to connect and reconnect this hardware, how to load in the software, and how to get that operating system cracking over here. Then we're gonna learn how to load up a Dungeons and Dragons game or Star Wars game and how to play it and have fun and learning the mathematics. That's the art of logical thinking. But y'all sit here arguing over the law of reasoning. That's the problem. 1 2 1 2. This is real hip hop. See, I'm a gaming only channel. That's horrible price. So yeah, I'm about to log off, and then I'll go check my turnip chat group, see if we got them on sale over there, because they garbage prices on my island. I do want to come over here to my son's island and maybe cook later on. I think they got what do they got to make? I can make some pancakes. Can I make a bamboo lunchbox? I don't think so, but I'll make some pancakes. That way I make some cash making some pancakes and sell them on my son's island. That way I get double, triple the money and maybe have fun doing that. But this is his island now. I done moved to my own island. I gave y'all a tour before, and that's how this game rolls. Oh, he's selling sneakers today. What you got over here? Let's see. This is Kicks. You see me selling sneakers and, footwear and backpacks. I think I got all this. That looks like a different color, but I'm not too sure. All right, I'll holler at you later, Kicks. You're a cool dude. Take a picture there of you. Might make that into a meme and holler back later. So, and that's it. This is Animal Crossing. It's one of my favorite games. That's why I'm really not into other farming games, because this is all the farming game that I need. There's no reason for me to play this and Stardew Valley, and what's the other one I got? It's on I might demo a little bit more of it later on today, just to show y'all a different farming game. What is the name of it? Japanese Royal something. Just to do something different, because that's what I'm really here trying to stream with y'all. Something different, different video games. I've been watching the this video game thing on Tubi, which is a bunch of white YouTubers, right, that I follow on there. So I know a couple of them, like Metal Jesus, and I can't remember all their names. And they cool dudes. I don't have a problem with them, right? They good people. They entertain me. I whenever it's the latest news as far as when it comes to video games or when they talk about the history of video games, I'm right there with them because I'm a 71 baby. My first system was the Intellivision, right? So the way we had to do it in the hood is we had to communicate between ourselves because our peoples didn't have the cash like these white kids. So they had every system from Magnavox to, you know what I mean? No. The way that we had to work was, Mr. C, talk to your pops, tell them to get you this Odyssey 2. Like we had to network. Eric, you got the 2600? All right, cool. Patch is Nate. We need y'all to get, what is this? This master system? We need y'all to get that master system, right? I got the television. I'm gonna get my pops to get the ColecoVision for my brother. Like that's how we had to communicate. We had to work against our parents because they ain't had a cash like that. You're talking about a $300 system back in 1980, right? I mean, that's G's in today's, especially under Bionomics. So Bionomics is like, y'all go buy some eggs. It's like, I'm broke, right? No matter if I get food stamps or not, right? The way these prices are, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But then we so caught up in what's in other people's pockets. That's why we can't get ahead. These white people telling you, you got money. You got me. Like, how do you know if I got money or not? Hit the like button, subscribe, share, right? You're the problem. You're part of the problem, right? Because you the one, you want to know everybody's business. You want to know how much that's what women do, right? And that's the problem with a lot of these women, right? They think they coming up and it's like, how much cash he got and this and that. And it's like, that's why y'all falling behind, right? Then as soon as some guy comes along that can, hey, let me show you some linear equation. That way we can figure out how much to save versus how much you're spending versus then we can get into like, so let's look at the linear algebra Then we can be able to plot some points and really figure out the curvature of the function. Then we can look at calculus, and now we're looking at the movement of cash or money over time. And now we can make better predictions using calculus so that we can maximize profit, minimize loss. Now I bring that to the table at an interview, and the person looking across me is a human resource manager with a psychology degree. They intimidated by that. They not gonna give me the job because I'm gonna take their job. That's the problem that's going on. That's why Bidenomics is failing. And that's why he gotta go. Hypocrite. And he don't even know the law. He's supposed to be a lawyer. He don't even know the law. He's making up the law as he go along. This is why I don't mess with Joe Biden. All right? That's why I don't mess with him. That's why he got to go. So they're going to put another lawyer in place behind him with Kamala Harris, and she's an illegal immigrant. Y'all need to get out of my face. I wish I would vote for these people. All right? So I showed y'all we got a plethora of games, right? But this game right here is special because way back in the day, my first game was it B Street? No, it wasn't B Street. Breaking? No, Breaking might have been the first breakdancing game. Then it was either Beat Street. I shared it before. I got it on my computer. That's why after I get off, I'm gonna work on my computer again. See if I can get that running. That way I can run some of them old games that I have on emulation and show you the growth of hip hop when it comes to gaming. So these same nerds that they married, they doing good, they able to build, they able to make TV shows on Tubi, right? Where we as black people, we can't do that because one, if you go hang with them, they're gonna what? They're gonna put you to the side, like you're not the leader. All right, we get that, right? But I gotta look his name up again. Then what happens is the guy that was in Revenge of the Nerds, the black guy, he got typecasted as being gay. Now he has to be that in 3 Revenge of the Nerd movies, right? He can't do nothing else as an actor because of how racism in the form called white supremacy actually works as a psychological phenomenon, right? It's no, you at the bottom, you trans, you homo, you gay, you, right? And if you say that you're not, then you hate yourself, right? So that's why he had to leave Hollywood, get married, you know what I mean? Have his family or whatever. We don't know nothing about his wife. We don't know nothing about his children. He might be married to a mulatto. He might be married to a straight African, right? Got the boy and the girl, but he has to keep that secret because anything else goes against the narrative of what these crazy ass leftists want you to do, right? I'm not pointing at the right is like they crazy, but yeah, they crazy too, right? But they got the guns and they ready to, go to war like in higher learning. But it's ironic because the boy that played the crazy white boy that was shooting up everybody that's that was black or everybody, right? That was the Nazi kid is the same crazy, what's his name? Michael Rappaport. He's the same one now saying voting for Trump is not off the table. The same one that got on Kanye for saying DEFCON 3, right? Against the lie that we call Black Hebrews, right? It's a lie. But y'all wanna put Bernie Sanders at the forefront, like he's a mulatto Jew, he's a white Jew. He said it. He told y'all that. He told him that on the Breakfast Club, right? But now y'all want to still make it seem like it's the Semites versus the white people, and we're like, no, it was German versus German, just like Whoopi said, it was man against man. Let them fight. All right, cool. Y'all cool now? All right, cool. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna build something because we over here we trying to build something called hip hop. But if I can't organize the fellows to come on to my live streams because y'all scared of me explaining hip-hop culture to the children with other black men, right? Y'all want me to go back to Mr. C and be talking all comedy, ignorant, cussing all the time, calling women itches, right? I don't call women itches. I call them an aster, right? That's what the bastard sword is for in Dungeons and Dragons. It's not, y'all think it's for killing a demon. Yeah, it is for killing a demon. Medusa is a demon. That's what you need a bastard sword for. You cut Medusa head off. Obviously, y'all don't understand, what is that called? German, that's German. It's all the same, German and Greek mythology, right? And the same as Roman mythology, right? It's just that Thor, Jesus, Jupiter, same person, same deity, right? That's the irony in now calling him J Jupiter, Zeus, Jesus, right? That's what real hip hoppers is trying to hate. It is kind of weird calling a Roman our Lord and Savior when they the ones that killed him, when we know that the true Hebrews were black. Let's keep it 100, right? Let's stop it with this. The Moors is actually and cross mixing and colorism and then now we mentioned like Gandhi. Like I wanted to put Gandhi on my top 10 list as far as hip hopper prophets that influenced us, but I can't put him top 5 because y'all so caught up in black people being a worldwide phenomenon that y'all want to call him a racist too. That's how messed up y'all are in the head, right? It's not the youth. The kids understand what I'm talking about, right? Kids just want to act like a girl because they dancing like a girl on 4Kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're using a girl in the game, video game, right? All right, I played as a girl, I'm keep moving. I'm moving on to the next game. That was a role-playing game, right? But y'all want to take it to whole new levels of transgendering kids. Like that shit goes against God, right? And the kids know what I'm talking about. It's you hypocrites that don't believe that that's actually what's happening. Especially psychologists. That's why they run it and hide, because they're condoning that. It's like, who is your shrink, sir? That's why I look at psychologists as being Sith Lords, because you're supposed to have a psychologist too, a psychiatric, another psychic or whatever to help you mentally. So now y'all working together, helping you mentally. Now, one of y'all has to be the leader. Who's the leader in that relationship? That's why it doesn't work. The Jedi work a little bit better because they sit in a circle, right? Y'all sit in a straight line. Now, when y'all realize that center point is what generates the whole circle through a radius, that real mathematics, then y'all might get a little closer to what understand what I'm talking about when it comes to real hip hop culture. Yes, I'm a gaming channel, but I'm trying to teach real mathematics. Game theory is a real mathematics. I could have gave lectures on it back in college, but instead I chose to go after knot theory. Knot theory did kind of relate with string theory. I started understanding how the different forms of mathematics went from being abstract, analytic, and then being able to actually do the arithmetic. That's the sacred, secular, and symbolic understanding of this whole universe. But I gotta come on here and explain it again, because y'all got these kids talking about they hip hop and then can't spit no bars. Right? I said, son, spit them bars. Them kids can't spit them bars. Right? I go up there and I battle them too. Right? It's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder how I keep from going under. Right? Broken glass everywhere. People pissing in the corner like they just don't care. Can't take the smell, I can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back. Junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. Tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes that make me wonder how I keep from going under. So this is Floor Kids. It's an indie game. So I would guess, 4 white guys and a black kid. Probably a girl or two is in it too, I'm sure, because there's a lot of girl programmers that are beautiful too, right? So it's like, yeah, why would I want to get with not Foxy Brown? I don't like Foxy Brown. Little Kim, when I can get with Scribbles, who wants to learn how to program, that understands the art of logical thinking, that wants to learn the art of logical thinking, or the law of reasoning. Y'all reasoning without law, that's a major problem, major violation. 10 Commandments is the law. All right, cool. Now we can write the Constitution. That's how it works. Not these are the 10 Commandments. I'm gonna do some policies that helps out the migrants and hurts Americans, and that helps women, black women, and it hurts the black man. And you know what I mean? I'm gonna put them first, like lesbians first, then the gay men, right? I'm putting everything out of order because it's God, our Father, the artifacts first. That's hip hop. God, then hip hop. It's bigger than hip hop, right? And that's what gaming came from, right? It was me hanging out with the fellows if we weren't fighting in the streets because we started breaking so that we could stop fighting. We started rap battling, so we stopped taking it personal, right? We did little rhymes together, and that was the message for those that want me to, not, plagiarize, right? I spit some original rhymes, but then I need some cash for that. Right? So hit the cash app, hit the like button, subscribe, share. That's all giving me a little dollar along the way. But all this hate your fellow man because of Trump, that's when you, like, Biden telling you what's in another man's heart is a major violation. Especially what's in his heart. He's the one full of false pride. Right? That's why he won't sit his ass down. Right? Sit your ass down, let them change your diaper. We'll be all right with Trump for 4 years. Now, Generation X got the microphone. So we're gonna start spitting our rhymes. We're gonna start teaching our children, right? If your kid, if your dad is a deadbeat dad, whatever, come on through. We don't care, right? We ain't gonna talk bad about it. But we're gonna learn how to program. We're gonna learn how to add, subtract, divide, multiply, right? Then we're gonna learn how to integrate functions over intervals in due time. It's not hard, right? Y'all start understanding the lyrics that I'm spitting, right? I'm not talking that nut kill, right? Nah. I'm talking about the manifestation, God. I'm talking about God, the creator, the manifestation of earth, air, fire, water, basic formation, solid, liquid, and gas, cause the land masses and space catalyst, and all matter that exists in this dense third dimension must be reserved the physical comprehension. Right? I need some earphones now in order to really get my rhymes on beat. Right? That's the next step. I need some earphones too. So hit the like button. Share this information with the people. Right? That's how I grow. Not by y'all sitting on your hands mad because all these other black men are now making content dissing Joe Biden, supporting Trump, right? Even shout out to Dana with Data. I love Dana with Data show, right? She gets Joe Brown to come on. She tells you the truth. That Joe Brown, yeah, she a little messy, you know what I mean? But that's what women do. Women are messy, right? But she understands we need virtues in us, not less of this hate. Like y'all, AOC jumping on the microphone and getting all hype with all that hate, and then the boy right behind him, he just want to hate, F you, this and that, right? And it's like, dude, that's why they blocking my channel. That's why I say itch ash ninjas. I'm talking about men that, right? All I can do is cuss. I can't articulate. I can't be creative with my language, because hip hop has always been creative about our language. They start calling us hip hoppers to be derogatory, to say the N-word, ER. We said hip hoppers, right? That's legendary right there. And yeah, we talking about the Jamaicans. Jamaicans wasn't down with us like that, right? They used to be like, nah, they got us crazy, man. They hip hoppers, right? To be, you know what I mean? To be derogatory towards us. Like, we stopped using that because that's the word that Dick Gregory used for his book, right? Like, Mom, if you hear white people saying it, don't worry, they're promoting my book. That's comedy. That's funny, right? So, Dick Gregory, that's your word. We don't need that word no more. That's what hip hop did. We put an A on it. But now we got these same hypocrites to you know, because they know, because they'll say it when we in the corner, high, you know what I mean, the Al Sharpton, the Jesse Jacksons. Yeah, when we sitting together behind the table, and they'll use it and then act like they cool with hip hop, right? But then be the first ones to be like, y'all stupid for still using that word. When we told you, we don't talk like that, right? We added an A to say that we not scared. White boy, you say it, I'll punch you down your eye, right? Especially if you the Beastie Boys. That's why the Beastie Boys gave us respect. That's why they give hip hop respect, right? That's why they say that they hip hop, right? But I'm not gonna diss Beastie Boys because the only people that's gonna buy them is white people. And I bought the album too, twice. That first album, classic, right? Listening to Paul Revere, my son, the other day. It's too old for him, but he's at that age. He's 13. He's starting to understand, right? That they nerd. They was three nerds on the microphone. Then their DJ, most gangster is, I think, is Run Brother. I think I gotta look that up. See, that's information that we need to know. Who is their DJ, right? I think it's Run Brother or something like that. Other brother. I think it's three of them, right? I think it's Russell, Run, and the other brother. See, now that's see how easy we forget things, and he should be one of the all-time DJs of all time because he was the Beastie Boys DJ, right? So, as you can see, this is a breakdancing game, and you know what I mean. Welcome to the city. I might start memeing this again. You know what I mean? There it is. Make a meme out of that, right? This is real hip hop culture right here, right? This is the respect of them nerds that I'm watching on, you know, even what's his name, Talahinko, whatever he tried to bring back in television. I can't be mad at him for doing that. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? But he's, you know, it's hard. Like he should have started off way smaller. But I am going to download that Asteroid game. Is available on the Switch, and I'm gonna demo it one day. You know what I mean? But still got to get my funds right. I still got to get out here and hustle. I got to go cut grass and do all this physical labor, because the Mexicans done took all. And I'm being facetious saying the Mexicans. We know it's more than Mexicans. We know it's people all from all around the world, and it is mostly the criminals. And Joe Biden is responsible, and he should be locked up for treason. You know what I mean? But we know that they're not going to do it. Instead, they want us to vote for that nigga, that ninja, that ish ash ninja again. And I'm not doing it. No, I didn't vote for him the first time, right? Told you how I voted for. I donated to Tulsi Gabbard. Right? So I do like to hear what she has to say, and she's on point. She tries to stay as center as possible, but I do prefer the doctor. Oh, what's the doctor's name? So that's what I got to start remembering these people's names, right? What's the doctor's name? Oh gosh, Ben Spin. Got a Dr. Ben. I do want him to be the vice president, right? So he has been the most loyal person on out of the whole list. He was urban affairs. He you know, I know he like you can't become a brain surgeon without being gangster. 100, right? Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson. F them politicians, Trump. Give it to Dr. Ben Carson. That's who we want, right? You can't be gangster. You can't become no brain surgeon without being gangster, right? It's just that y'all not on his level. That's why Whoopi need to shut up, right? Change your name back from Goldberg because they don't want you, right? Whatever originally your last name was, and be the black woman that you are, right? Stop fronting for these hypocrites, right? Because that's what they are. They hypocrites. They still want to be the leaders, and it's like, all right, well, we need a Bernie. We need some cash. That's why when Bernie went out there with AOC, he looking like in front of 1,000 people. Trump got 10,000 people out there, right? I mean, I see it. They don't want you to see it, right? That's the movement. Trump is the movement. Let Trump do it. I'll be back later on to share more people's videos and how their pages are growing to hundreds of thousands of people, right? That's why the other boy he had to leave his page, go back to work. Because now everybody's doing what he originally did, Jericho Green, right? He's up to 500 viewers because we was all going straight to him like, yo, I'm trying to be down with the left, but they just won't let me, right? That's his saying, right? So shout out to him, man. I wish you luck out there. They probably got him flipping burgers, right? He got to go flip burgers to help feed his family because now they paying the burger flipper $20 an hour. And all that's going to do is destroy the what's the name, the economy. It's going to crash, right? And it's like, yeah, they offer me the world for my house right now, and it's like, but the whole system's going to crash. It's not a come up, right? That's the part that we're not understanding. So I might as well hold it off, wait till after the crash, and then all right, now I can finish paying for my house and get back to my life, as opposed to trying to buy into a dream that's going to ultimately destroy me even more, right? Because that's what they selling you. They selling you a false pride is what they selling you. That LGBTQA plus Black Lives Matter is false pride. And that's what they trying to sell you, right? So yeah, I had to get y'all 40 minutes of that. Because y'all really don't care about the gameplay. This is one of the cooler games on here. Like I said, normal people like my son and I programmed and made this game. So if we keep working at it, then eventually one day we might make our game, or maybe our YouTube page will grow up because we're offering something different. We're offering hip hop, which is an intelligent movement, right? And we're doing it using game theory, which is the art of strategy. Y'all not strategizing right. You're off code, right? You want to tell them you're voting for Biden for what? No, you need to tell them, nah, I'm not voting for Biden. Because he's not giving us anything. He's the one that destroyed our families. Because he's the one that destroyed our families and destroyed our country. This has been another episode of Volothamologist Tautology. Yeah, I had to repeat myself 100 times, but I think some of y'all are starting to get it. because I'm seeing y'all pages. Y'all making some of the greatest content. We do hip hop here. This is that real hip hop. This ain't that watered down fake stuff that they trying to sell you as hip hop, aka AOC. She's not hip hop. She's an immigrant, like Fat Joe, right? Fat Joe is just trying to get votes for the Democrats. That's why you're real hypocritical saying that you black, Joe. You need to shut up. We love you, right? But stop calling these women itches. You know they astards, because they daddy ain't, right? And that's the policies that you've been taking advantage of too, because you've been smutting our women. Hypocrite. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm talking about, right? We mono, we good, right? Ain't no hate in the game, family. It's like you representing the culture, then stay on code. You talking about some Kamala Harris, you off code. That ain't black, right? Ain't that what? That's what Charlemagne should have said to Biden. As soon as he said it, vote for him. You ain't black. No, nigga, you ain't black. Excuse my language. Ninja, it's ass ninja. You ain't black. That should have been the response. He don't owe him respect like that. This is hip hop culture. Plus, Charlemagne is 70. He's Generation X. He's old enough, right? He's supposed to be running for president. I know how this works. You know, we here for master. Steve Harvey, you a itch ass ninja. All right. Come back. I'll be back for some more hip hop. Might do a meme or this right here, because I just like the two pictures I took right there. That's all I need. And I'll introduce this game a little later on. See if I can get this computer running so that I can what is the name of that street? Break Street? I think it's called Break Street. I shared it in one of my videos, one of my earlier videos on YouTube. I'm gonna get back to that, sharing that old classic stuff, because that's all they was talking about on this other thing that I was saying. But I already gave y'all 45 minutes. Too much time, not enough love. Give more love. Not love. It's strong, but it's not equal to hate. Hate is weak. Love is strong. Right? That's why it's not equity. Y'all going around here hating like y'all like that's strong. Y'all weak. Right? And Jedi, I'll tell you in a second, Sith Lords are weak. Right? That's how the acolytes are supposed to act. Yeah, they are kind of weak. They like to play psychological games. Use mind control in order to get something. Right? Jedi be straight up with you, like, nah, we ain't supposed to do that. Right? You're supposed to get married first. And if I get married, then I can't be a Jedi. That's just keeping it 100. So, not supposed to have possessions. Supposed to take to new levels. Hope that beat came off kind of dope. I'm gonna use this for a couple times, and then I might upload a new one. But I now that I figured out how to do it, and I ain't mean to get y'all a whole hour, but I did pretty much, and I had fun doing it. Yeah, I had to scream on them Democrats because y'all keep coming on my page, so I'm gonna take the blame. I was like, all right, take the blame. I voted for Trump. I don't care. Right? Y'all stop taking the blame. So if you see what's the name, throw a shoe at him. Right? Don't throw it at him because you'll hit it. He can't move. Right? But tell him y'all are old enough to tell him to shut up. These Generation X know what they're talking about. Right? They're the ones we're supposed to be the ones teaching Generation Y, Z, A. And that's nothing against Manje Torre. I bang with young boy. He's funny. But when I first seen that shirt, let's get Biden to quit now or something like that. I laughed, but I knew people weren't going to get it, right? And what he was trying to do is expose what they say is the black media, and that's he's trying not to be disrespectful to his elders. I'm Generation X now, and yes, don't talk to me unless you're ready to have a conversation about the art of logical thinking or the law of reason. One God, our Father, the art of facts.